Yeah, I think we're ready when we're ready, right? And not a minute sooner. I had to kind of be beaten into a state of reasonableness by life on more than one occasion to make changes. You know, I like the comfort zone. I like my little bubble of known and safe. And yeah, eventually that just stops working. So we get to a point where we realize that we're not where we want to be. We're not doing the things we want to do, and we come to an understanding, like internally, that we're the only reason we're not where we want to be, and we're not doing the things that we want to do. And once that happens, then it's time, right? It's time to wake up to a higher state of being, to a higher level of consciousness, to a new experience. Call it whatever you want, but most of us have to get to the point where we're absolutely sick and tired of our own stuff. And once we're sick and tired of our own stuff, something happens where we realize there's a part of us that is sick and tired, and then there's a part of us that is the stuff. Eckhart Tolle talks a lot about this in his book, The Power of Now, and when he went through his awakening, he kind of realized like these were sort of two separate things. We have the ego, which Carl Jung talks a lot about. There's a lot of really good information about the ego. We have our personality, right? Which is the outward projection of our persona. Persona. Persona is the act, right? It's the role that we assume. And then there's the person, right? Which me, Curtis Culver, I am the person. So I am a person. I have this persona, this idea of who and what I am, and I interact with the world through my personality. And you have a very similar situation, if not identical. And so what happens when we get to the point where we realize we're sick and tired of our own stuff, there's sort of this like conscious separation. It's like who is it that is sick of who? Like what's going on here? It's almost like this just higher awareness, right? This higher consciousness. And we realize that we're not all of the things that we thought we were. And our belief system gets sort of challenged in ways that we have to reevaluate the positions that we've been holding our entire life. And this can be kind of a destructive process. Things can kind of fall apart through this process, which is okay, because as the old breaks down, it makes room for the new. And, in order to be reborn, we got to die first, right? For a phoenix to rise out of the ashes, the phoenix has to burn, right? And so I think it's like the Chinese symbol for tragedy is also opportunity. It's like turning the page, right? The end of one, the beginning of another. And when you're ready, that type of stuff just sort of happens by itself. And it's confusing, it's scary. I know for me, I didn't know what was going on. I was kind of just like, whoa, what happened? What's happening? And my mind was like, kind of felt like a psychological breakdown of sorts, right? And then we go through what's called the dark night of the soul, where we go inside and we sort of evaluate all of our ideas and our beliefs and our opinions and the way we think things are and think things should be. And outside of that dark soul, once you get through the dark night of the soul, you're sort of awakened into a new state of being, right? A higher level of consciousness, a higher level of awareness, a little more control over your mind and your body and your emotions, and just a little more solid in your experience. And kind of a wisdom, right? Like a deeper understanding of the way things are, right? The world, the universe, the self, others, God, spirit, energy. It's just kind of this, yeah, everything just sort of fits together, and life just becomes a lot more fulfilling, I guess would be a good word for that, you know? So if you're going through any of that stuff, if you're having a hard time with it, if you're in a place that you feel like you've never been before and you're not really sure how to navigate out of that, this is happening to a lot of people right now. There are a lot of people in the world waking up. And if you need help, there are resources for you. So I've helped a lot of people with their awakenings, helped a lot of people kind of make sense of the things that are going on and kind of come to a deeper understanding with it. So I have coaching programs and consulting programs that can be super helpful for this type of thing. So if you have an interest, reach out. If you want to have a chat, consultation, I do that at no charge at all, just to kind of judge you and see where you're at, to see if there's an opportunity for me to help you out. So anyway, I hope to hear from you soon. Please reach out. Thanks.